Hello guys, welcome to the day 1 of C Bootcamp. Let us begin learning C. C is basically a programming language. What is a language? A language is a medium for two people, two or more person to communicate. Consider this is one person and this is another. If they want to communicate with one another, they will require a medium and language serves this purpose. Okay. Now, C is a programming language. Now, what is programming? Programming means to program. Program is a set of rules that serves a purpose. Means a program is something which does some work. If we want to perform any action or any work, we write a program in computer and that program is written in some language and in this case we are learning C programming, so we will be writing the codes in C, the programs in C that will serve our purpose of some action. Now, as I told you, C is a language. Every language has its character sets. For example, English is a language. English has its own character set, that is alphabets from capital A to capital Z and small alphabet from small a to small z. Sorry. And it also contains some special symbols like semicolon, comma, colon, and many more such symbols. Okay, question marks and all. Now, as we are learning here C, so we will be learning about C character set first. Character set of C. A character set in C is a set of valid characters that the language can recognize. So, C contains some characters that are recognized by the C language. Okay, these contains alphabets, digits, and some special symbols. These characters are used and then constants, variables, and operators, keywords, and expressions are formed by using these characters. We will be learning about all these in our later part. The character set of C is divided into two: source character set and execution character set. The source character set contains alphabets, digits, some special characters, white spaces, and escape sequences. The alphabet contains uppercase alphabets, letters, and lowercase letters. Digits from 0 to 9, some some special characters, white space characters. Now, what is white space characters? Some things like blank spaces, horizontal tab, vertical tab can't be given directly. So these types of symbols are used. We will be learning about it in a later part. These are some of the symbols which are the part of C character set. I'll be providing you with this PPT, so don't panic. Now, what is execution character set? Certain ASCII characters are unprintable, which means they are not displayed on the screen or printer. Do you all know what is ASCII characters? I'll be telling you about this. ASCII characters ASCII characters are some codes. ASCII, the full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. The name itself suggests that it is some kind of code given to any symbol or alphabet or anything. So these are the examples of ASCII codes given to alphabets or some special characters, digits. The digits from 0 to 9 are given the ASCII value of 48 to 57. Similarly, for the capital alphabets, it is from 65 to 90. And similarly for small case alphabets. There are total 256 ASCII values given to different kind of symbols, alphabets, and digits. The 255th value is given to the blank space. Okay. Now we will be learning about C tokens. Now, what are C tokens? C tokens are the uh, C tokens are the basic building block in C language. What does this means? Each and every smallest individual unit in C program are known as C tokens. These C tokens are divided into 6 types: keywords, identifiers, literals, punctuators, and operators. We will be learning about these all one by one. First, we will learn about keywords. Now, what are keywords? Keywords are the predefined words in C compiler. I will be telling you about the compiler first. Now, we know that a language is a medium which is used between two people to communicate. Now, what if the person this person knows Tamil or Telugu and this knows Marathi, only Marathi and only Telugu. If these two people want to talk, they won't be able to understand each other's language. This one doesn't know about Telugu and this one doesn't know about Marathi. So there is a requirement for a translator who knows both of the language, Telugu as well as Marathi. So the translator will convert the language Telugu for this one into Marathi and for Marathi to this person in Telugu. So basically, I am trying to explain that C C is a language that is not directly understood by the computer. The computer's CPU only recognizes machine level language. And the C programming language is a high level language. So we basically require a translator to convert machine level language into machine level language into sorry we basically require a translator to convert C programming language into machine level language, and for us to understand back machine level language into C programming language. Okay, this work is done by C compiler. C compiler does the work of converting the language from C language to machine level language and machine level language back to programming language. Okay, let's continue. Now, keywords are the predefined words in C compiler. So, C compiler has the meaning of some word already stored in its memory, its dictionary. Okay. Each keyword is meant to perform some specific function. As I told you, keywords are the special words whose meaning is already stored in the C compiler. So these words serve a special purpose. Okay. These words cannot be used to give the variable name. We will be learning about what is variable in a later part. There are 32 keywords in C language which already have their predefined meanings. Identifiers. Now, what is an identifier? Identifier are the name given to the elements which we create or which we use in the C programming language. Each program element in C program are given a name called identifier. Names given to identify variables, functions, and array are example for identifiers. We will be learning about these variables, function, and arrays in our later sessions. Rules for constructing an identifier. Now, if we are constructing an identifier, we are required to perform some rules. There are 4 rules. Basically, the first rule is the first character of the identifier should be an alphabet or underscore. Second rule is succeeding characters of the identifier might be digits or letter. It can be underscore too. Punctuation and special characters aren't allowed except underscore. So the underscore is the only special character that can be used while defining the name for the identifier. The identifier should not be keywords. Now, as I told you that keywords have some special meaning already defined in C compiler, so they cannot be used for defining identifiers. I told you it here. So basically, the identifiers are the name given to the variables, functions, and arrays. There are some rules to define the identifiers. Identifiers must have or can have alphabet and underscore at the starting, and the succeeding characters might be digits, letter, or underscore. This 2 point basically say that the identifier cannot start with a number. Okay. The third token is literals or constants. C constants are also like normal variables, but only difference is their values cannot be modified while by the program once they are defined. Constants refer to fixed values. They are also called as literals. Constant may be belonging to any of the data type. So basically, literals or constants are like variables, but they have some fixed value which cannot be changed as the variable's value can be changed. Now we will study about the type of constants. There are basically four types of constants: integers, real constants, character constants, and string constants. Rules for constructing C constants. Integer constant in C. An integer constant must have at least one digit. It must not have a decimal point. As it is integer, it must not have any decimal point. It can be either positive or negative. No commas, blanks are allowed. If no sign precedes integer constants, it is assumed to be positive. The allowable range for integer constants is -2 minus 32,768 to 32,767. Now what are real or floating constants? We all know what are real numbers. In the programming language, the real numbers or the numbers having decimal points are called floating numbers or floating constants. A real constant must have at least one digit. It must have a decimal point. It could be either positive or negative. If no sign precedes an integer, it should be floating here. If no sign precedes a real constant, it is assumed to be positive. Third is character constant in C. A character constant is a single alphabet, a single digit, or a single special symbol enclosed within single quotes. Now the specialty of the character constant is it must be enclosed within a single quote. The maximum length of character constant is one character. That means the character constant can have only one character that can be any symbol, any digit, or any alphabet. Now the fourth is string literal in C. The string is a sequence of characters. String constant are enclosed within double quotes. Now as the character constant are enclosed within single quotes, in a similar way the string literals are enclosed within double quotes, and the difference between these two is it contains only single character, but the string literal contains a sequence of characters or a stream of characters. Now the fourth is punctuators in C. We all basically know what are punctuators. These are the special decorators or symbols which are used in languages. I told you already, as English language contains some symbols that are used to decorate the language, for example, a full stop, a comma, or any semicolon. In a similar way, the C language also have some punctuators. These are given here. These enhance the readability and give a proper meaning to the statements, expressions, etc. The fifth and the last token of the C language is operators. Operators are the token that trigger some computation or action when applied to the variables. Now, the sentence means that if we take, for example, 2 and 3 and put a sign of addition in between them, then it will result into 5. This means that if we use some operators with some numbers or variables, it results into some value. There are basically three types of operators in C: arithmetic operators, relational operators, and logical operators. We will learn about it in detail in our upcoming videos. In the next video, we will continue with data types and a Hello World program. Till that time, keep learning, keep practicing, and have a nice day. Thank you.